Oh, Anne,
I'm
I
not
see
even
Anne.
gonna.
Hi, Anne. So
I'm not
I'm
gonna
gonna
worry
mute.
about it today.
I'm muting. Wait, bot. No, no worries. So if you, ha, thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm Vanessa Konecki, and Roxanne is coming on. And I see that you were already pre-watching. Welcome, welcome. If you would like to come join us in the app, you can click on the little video, and then it will take you to a place to let you download the Fireside app, and then you can come join us. Hi,
Hello, I
Roxanne.
was here all along. I've given up on simulcasting. It will happen one day. I'm not even gonna worry about it. But it's good to be back. I've been gone for 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks, something like that.
We missed you. If you know what, it was like a week, and then you came back, and then you left, and we missed you.
Yeah, well, I miss y'all as well too, and it's good to be here. I'm just gonna click this little button, and boom, shacklock. I think we're good to go. So golly gee willikers, before we get started, what's gone on in your life? Or what did you do something this week, perhaps that we need to know about?
Oh well, are you talking about this tattoo that I just got? Oh my God, it's like it looks seepy and gross right now. I'm not gonna keep it on the camera, but it's on day two, which is the grossest day. Like it's the day where it's kind of but it's so gorgeous. It's gorgeous, and as it heals, I'll share more pictures of it. But it's the beginning of my half sleeve, which is very exciting. But if I sit like this the whole time, I'm not trying to get your attention. I'm really just trying not to suffer.
Wait a minute, what's the difference between a half sleeve and a full sleeve? So you have nothing up here at all?
I have stuff up here, but it's not going all the way around. So the sleeve would be going totally around to make it like an actual sleeve. So this half is going to be all the way around, but like, I don't know if I may go full sleeve. I've always wanted one, but for right now, I'm just focusing on this. And the pain that I'm in, I'm never getting another tattoo. So it's not
You were telling me
this.
there are
This
people
will
who
just be
like get
half
one and
done.
done. Yeah, you said there are people that do like one and done, and
Yeah.
there are those that are like addicts, and you're an addict, so I think we'll be seeing more out of. Obviously, look at all the tats you have already.
Yeah, absolutely. It's true. And now I'm at a stage in my life where I'm like, I feel good getting them. I feel freer. So I'm just like, I'll just get a tattoo. Before I used to be like, oh, I couldn't get one on my hand or I can't get one here because of the way what people would think. And now I just don't care what people think. So it's been very freeing to just be like, ink me up, baby. Just do it. But what about you? Where were you while you were gone? But you were gone for a couple of weeks and
Well,
you were traveling everywhere. Where did you head out
yeah.
to?
Oh, are you? Is she frozen or I am frozen? Someone's frozen.
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, you
I
were
wonder,
frozen, and now
maybe
you're
we
okay.
should.
I don't know what's going on
Okay,
with
well,
our
you're
internet
here.
today.
You know what? I'm going to try turning on my video. You know what? Let's try turning off video. I know Fireside's supposed to be video, but let's see what happens. You know what? It could be me. It says poor network quality for me, so maybe it's me. Can you
I
hear
think
me?
it could be me. I don't know. I'll turn off my video as well too. Let's just try that. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you too. Yeah. Okay. It sounds. Oh, and hey, Cindy's here. Hi, Cindy. All right. I think we're good. You talk a little bit too now, Roxanne. Let's see what we get.
Okay. All right. We'll see how we do reception wise now. Before I tell you where I've been, I do have one more tat question for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Ask away, my friend.
Would you ever get one on your face?
You know what's funny is I actually was thinking about, okay, so if you look online and look up Angel from Strange New Worlds, there is a captain, a pirate captain, and they have a face tattoo that is absolutely stunning. Um, my scalp,
Okay.
but
Not the
I don't think I'd
face.
get one on my face.
I was just curious. We won't hold it to you. So hold you to it. So if you change your
Not the
mind,
face. It's just my gut says no.
okay. I look. I
Well, yeah. Well, they now do the face makeup tattooing where you can just go in and get like the eyeliner tattooed and the lipstick tattooed and like you can just get tattooed
Oh,
all
this
your
is
makeup
gonna be a
tattooed so you don't
tough
have to put it on.
show. Yeah, yeah. They've been doing that
It
for
is going to be a
decades.
tough
P.S. And by
show.
the way, it is gonna be a tough show. They've been doing that for decades. By the way. Okay, I'm gonna just see if I can move. If it is me, lots of my world,
you know,
it's me, or if it's just life. It could be
I can't
life.
tell. Well, I've got all
Life.
bars. But the problem is if we had Fireside um like what's it call it on Android, I can try using a different internet in case it is me.
I'm not even sure that it's you. I think it could be me, but I've got 2 bars now. We'll see.
You know, can
Um,
I tell you what else I think it could be? It could actually be Fireside because didn't make you upload. Wait, did it make you download a new version of Fireside?
no, but just told me like new updates are coming in. It did actually make me download one. So I don't
I
know.
don't think we can hear each
I'm gonna
other
like
at
sit on the
all.
ground. I'm
Let me
trying
send
different
you a little
things, y'all.
message.
Be happy you cannot see me. Okay, so
Hear what I'm curious about.
like
So I'm curious to know. Okay, so Cindy's in here. Cindy, can you message me and tell me when you're listening to us, who is like, what does it sound like to you? Because I think that might help more because we can only hear each other. But Cindy, she's got me. So Cindy, message me and let me know what are you hearing.
yeah, my dear Cindy, like is it Roxanne slow or is it Manissa slow or maybe we're both slow or what is going on? Meantime though, let's keep going. So you asked me
Uh,
where I've been as I'm sitting on the floor now, hoping this is better. I don't see your faces. I hear you both. Yes, because we thought that might be life, but I don't know if it makes any difference. So you might just see our faces in 1 second. Who knows? We might just surprise you. You might be like, turn the mic.
yeah, let's just go up. Yeah, let's just come.
You might
Let's
like
put,
turn it off.
well, if it doesn't matter, let's just turn it.
Well, I don't know if
I'm
it,
gonna
well,
turn
it
it
matters now because I've
on.
like
I'm back.
switched my. I got to make sure I'm not giving you a crotch shot. I'm sitting on the ground now. Hold on. It matters to me. Okay. Hi.
Okay.
no.
You were right.
Okay. No
Oh my
crotch.
god, I love this. This is the best ever.
I literally like let me move in different places and make sure and yeah, all the things. So I thought, let me move over here. I'm moving closer to a window. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. We'll work it out. Okay. So I was in Florida speaking at I had 3 speaking engagements in Florida. That's where I ran off to. So I was in Miami for 2 days, then I ran off to Tampa for 1 day, then came back to Miami for 2 days or 3 days or something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It was
Lots of
great.
Florida traveling. You must have got nice heat.
Ugh. If you call that there's heat and then there's like oppressive, humid. Like I only want to feel like that when I'm in a steam room. I love me a good steam room. Get in a steam room. I cannot be naked on stage in Florida. Fact. And so
That's a really good
it's
point. Very good
right.
point. Fact.
So as a result, it was too hot. I was like, oh my goodness,
Absolutely.
it's way too hot for me. But the people were great and nice and fun, and I had a good time. But man, the heat. Second you get off the plane, it's like, and I feel like the only other place I can take that heat is if I'm literally in the Bahamas or in the Caribbean somewhere. And no offense, Florida, but you are not the Caribbean. You just ain't.
That is also a fact, dude. But if you go to Anna Maria Island, which is where I go every year in July for my anniversary trip, it is very much like it's like it's I mean it's not Caribbean because I mean nothing's Caribbean but like the Caribbean, but like it's as
Fact.
close I think as you can get because like I mean like Jamaica has my heart. Like Jamaica, like oh my god, I love Jamaica so
Jamaican
much.
me
It's like one of my favorite places in the
crazy.
world.
You know I'm from a island near Jamaica, don't you know? Small island named Trinidad and
I did
Tobago.
not
Yeah,
know
I'm
that.
Trinidadian. My family's from Trinidad and Tobago. I was the
Oh
first
my
to be
god.
born in the U.S. of A. So when you talk about the Caribbean, I'm like, yep, you're talking about my people, and yeah, I love it. So
Absolutely. That's amazing. We're gonna have to have a whole show about that now.
oh, okay. But in the meantime, so I was watching. Okay, so something came out on Netflix this week. Uh, it's J Lo halftime. Have you seen
Oh,
it?
you watched that? Oh my God, I
Of
didn't, but I
course.
have to. Well, so I didn't watch it, but I used to just love the Super Bowl, and I was really interested about the whole like
Mm.
Shakira, J Lo. Tell me everything.
Fascinating. Now, first of all, I love me some J-Lo, the A. The one issue I have with J-Lo, I just need to because I love J-Lo. What's really making me laugh is my dog is crying on the bed and I cannot go get her. So it's really funny. Right? You're going to have to calm down, little one. Okay. Is this like, the one, my one beef with J-Lo is she looks amazing and she's not telling us her secret. Like either you have a great doctor or whatever you're using, like what is it you need to tell people? Because she does not age. She's like 55 now. Isn't she about 55? And she's knocking on 55's door.
She
And I'm like,
hasn't
woman,
aged in 20 years.
no, she just looks younger and it's fabulous. But I love me some JLo. So what's interesting about that, and PS, and by the way, also Netflix, you've been like really piss poor when it comes to coming out with new, exciting, good content. So I was happy to see JLo halftime because I'm like,
Yep.
hallelujah, you have something worth watching on there again. So Netflix, you need to like work on it. But to answer your question, so when they announced they're doing so if you remember back then, that was when there was all the drama going on the halftime show because Rihanna was originally asked and she said no because everything was going on with Colin
Yes, because of
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick.
Exactly. And
Yep.
so it was in Miami. They waited a long time. It took a long time to like who's it going to be, who's it going to be. And then it was JLo, which JLo said she's always since she was a singer from the beginning. Her first album, it was one of her dreams to do. But it wasn't one person; it was two, right? And what's interesting is she was not happy about it. And I want to caveat this, make sure it's clear. It wasn't that it was Shakira. She had no problem with that. It's that you have two headliners and you're still only giving them 14-ish minutes. So, which means they
Yep.
each get about 6 minutes to perform because you got to get the stage up and down as well too during all things. And she was like, "That's ridiculous."
Yep.
So it's like you just start a song and then you have to switch to the next song. And so that really bothered her, and I'm with her with that. And then also her Benny, I don't remember his last name, but her agent said, and I thought this was her manager said, I thought this was pretty powerful too. He was like, you know, for years and years and years, it's been a Super Bowl. This is the first time you have two headlining acts, and it's like it's almost like you've done this saying that it's going to take two Latina women to like make it enough. And while that might not have been
Right.
the
Yep.
NFL's point or reasoning, they obviously didn't think it through.
Well, the NFL and their optics just in general kind of suck. Like I mean, they're gonna make if there is like a decision that can be like, here, let's make the wrong decision that's going to make us look like racists that we really are.
Or just
They will
jerks.
always make that
Yeah,
choice.
you're right about that.
They're just, and I don't know why. It's like and it's fine if they want to make that choice, go ahead. But like, and I mean, they've got a fuck ton of money, but I think that like, um, over like, what they could have done is have her be the headliner and have like Shakira be on as like a guest who pops on and pops off, which is what they do like all the time. Um, I think that like, I think that isn't, I think it's actually a bigger issue that you're saying though, is
She's
like
totally frozen for me, but I
sometimes
don't know if
like
that's me that's
institutions that
frozen.
don't actually understand what it is that they're trying to do to like be diverse will like do this
And she's
almost like
frozen, like her
token
eyeballs
activities,
literally, I can
but
almost see
they
the
like
whites of
do
her
them to
eye,
like punch in the
which is
wall, like
pretty
you're just saying,
disturbing.
and be like,
Can
okay, we're gonna
can
do
someone tell me
if
in
we
the
slam,
audience,
if we do a
can
lot
you
of it,
hear, am I
then it will
frozen
look like we
too?
are,
Are we
being
all
very, very diverse.
frozen?
Like you
Is
said,
it
let's
Manissa's
get two
frozen? I
Latinas
could
in
be the
here. What,
frozen
two
one. I don't
Latinas is better
know.
than one,
I'm
or
just
that
gonna keep
kind of
talking
thing.
like I'm
Like,
not the
because we're like,
frozen
we're not
one
going to get
though.
Kaepernick in, but
Okay.
we'll have two
This
Latinas.
is this is called a struggle bus
Did I
show.
lose you? You've been frozen in that position for a really long time, and I thought you were just
Manissa.
captivated by what I was saying, but it might just be that you were frozen,
Manissa.
or I was making absolutely no sense. I can't tell which, but you still haven't moved.
Okay,
So now I'm going to
talking about the Super. Oh, oh,
message you
oh! I
and
heard something.
tell you that
She
you are
back?
very stoic right now. You are very
It
stoic.
is hard to do a
You know what's
show
great is that the one
when the
thing I know is
internet
never
doesn't want
have
you to
dead
do the
air, but
show.
I don't know if she can hear me, so she may be talking
Maybe
as
this means our message
well.
was like going to be
And
so
then that would be,
powerful today that the thing that you were going to meant to hear, like they didn't want you to hear. I don't know.
nope.
Could be.
I don't think she's talking right now.
Um, Manissa,
Well, also Cindy's in there, and Cindy can
did I
tell
just
me
hear
because
you,
Cindy knows all. But
Manissa?
yeah, right after I said like no dead air, I just start talking.
I could be the frozen one. I
Um,
hope I'm not frozen.
but
And
yeah,
my
I
eyeballs
actually,
like
when
looking
she
like that.
said about what she
Oh my
did
goodness.
about
Could be.
Cindy, can you tell me if like we can? And I know this isn't like the greatest
Let
broadcast in the
me
whole world
check
because
the
of the
chat
technical difficulties, but the
and
goal is
see
for us to
what's going
do the
on
thing so that we
here.
can sort of get through it, practice it. So everyone is welcome to stay with us through this process. Ah!
Hi, were you frozen or was I frozen?
Oh my god!
Now I can't hear you, but just
So Roxanne, okay, okay, it was both of us,
what's up?
and suddenly
Was
you
it?
exploded back on the screen with all of everything you said all came at once, and it was like and I was talking the whole time because I didn't want there to be dead air. And I said, I was like, I wonder if she's also talking. And like, I wonder, I have no idea what's happening right now. I even sent you a message.
That's basically what I was saying. But could you see my face at all? Oh, it's doing it
No, yeah, you were so stoic. The text I sent you said you're very stoic because you looked like you were meditating and just listening to what I was saying really, really intently.
again. Okay, so you had your eyes rolled back so I could only see the whites. And I was like, I'm like, this is a mess. I'm like, I was sitting there going, do I look like that? I hope
This
I
really
don't look like that
isn't.
too. Hopefully it's only she that looks like that.
No, you looked really.
Thank God.
I was.
I'm like, it was
No, you
only
look
the
great. You
whites.
look like you were.
You look like Jordy when he takes off his glasses. That's what you look like. And I was
Oh my
like,
god, that's
oh,
amazing.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't, we can try one more time that this show is like trying to get us not to, like you were saying, the NFL misbehaves and then you were gone.
Uh, I just oh well, I just said that this is what they do. Like the
This,
NFL makes like if the NFL has a choice to make like a right choice or the wrong choice that exhibits racism, they will pick the choice that exhibits racism either on an overt or a subconscious way. And I don't know why, because it's you mean like you could make just as much money making a different choice. Like so, what is happening?
or more money. Yeah. And I also think that Goodell likes to get booed. Like, I think that that is his like love language because he gets booed for like, I'm like, who wants to go up on and get booed over Silver doesn't get booed. No one else gets booed like that man. Um, but yeah, they made and so here's what's interesting that I didn't even realize. Honestly, watching, I'm like, sorry, I didn't get that that's what you meant by she was trying to make a statement in the halftime show. So they looked like little cocoon like Cinderella things to me, but they're actually cages. She put Latinas, little girls, in cages. And
Oh my
yeah, I didn't
gosh,
even
I didn't even.
realize it. And then her daughter was in a cage and her daughter stepped out and said, "Let's get loud." Like, so the point was like, young people, speak your mind, you are freedom, all these things. But and then she says,
Yeah,
she's wearing the American flag, and then she's got the Puerto Rican flag feather flag on the other side. She opens it up
yeah,
and then so I missed that. So anyhow, of course, the NFL approved it the entire way. Approved until the very last rehearsal the night before when the big ups all the way up, they didn't say his name, Goodell, were watching, and then they said, "You got to get rid of the cages." And so she gets a call that night saying, "You got to get rid of the cages." And she's like, "Tell them we're not getting rid of the cages. That is not happening. We are not getting rid of the cages." They didn't get rid of the cages. So they had,
well, I was
but
gonna say, what are you
I
gonna
didn't know
do
there
at
was a
that
cage.
point? What are you gonna do? Right? Like, but we also didn't
Well,
see
but
like what a powerful message, but we didn't even see it.
well, here's what I think. After I remember the day after, I thought she was fabulous. I thought it was amazing. They're both fabulous and amazing. But I remember there was this big, like, almost you have to wonder if it was a campaign about, oh my gosh, it was so inappropriate because they were on a pole and they were dancing
Yes, I remember that.
they were
I
scantily clad
do.
and dancing. Do you remember that? It makes me wonder,
Yeah,
don't call me
absolutely.
conspiracy, but it makes me wonder if the NFL's like, fine, she won't get rid of the cages. Let's make this the big message. Let's get that out there so people don't pay attention to and realize what the message was. It just makes me wonder. I'm just saying.
So listen, dude. Okay, are you watching The Boys on Amazon?
No.
Okay, it's brutal and gruesome, but it's a great commentary on exactly what you just said. It's they're deliberately trying to be gross, but like, and so I don't think it's for everybody, but what you just said is like they show exactly how that happens behind the scenes. You're not crazy. Like that's exactly what, like, something bad happens and they're like, okay, let's change the story. Let's focus the story on something else, and then now everybody's talking about that. It's red herring. No, gaslight. No, straw
It's
man. So it was like I
what'd you
knew it
call
was
it?
one of those arguments. I just couldn't remember.
What
I
is it
think it's
called?
called a straw man argument when you distract some straw man. Let me look it up to make sure that I'm right about
Yeah.
this. I just want to make sure I'm
This
using the right term.
Scandal has taught me this. Watching Scandal with my girl Washington and dog whistle politics, or dog whistle is how you can say one thing and you saying it sounds fine, but to the right people it's like,
Yep,
oh, it's like a dog whistle.
that is.
Um, I have to wonder.
Oh, okay. So I'm just going to read this because this is a really okay. So a straw man
Go for it.
is a form of argument, and informal fallacy. Basically, it's saying where you basically are having an argument and you distract it by making the argument about something else. And that thing is the straw man argument because you don't have an answer to the actual issue. So you're just going to distract from it.
Oh, that's what all we've been doing for the last like 8 years. What about her? What about her emails? That was one, right? Or, but they do this like on both sides.
Oh, the
What
emails.
about her emails? Like
Absolutely.
that's what, like on both sides, that's what politicians do, right? They're like, oh, this, but wait a moment, but you didn't let me do this. But it's like, wait a moment, but that these both can be true, right? I always think it's like, yes,
Yeah.
this is a and not an or, but we go to or and we forget about the it. Yeah, I think they totally strawmanned her. Which is why I'm actually glad also she came out with that documentary because I thought it was very interesting. But here's the big takeaway that I had. And again, I'm a fan of hers. You have to wait, young lady. Sorry, the dog. This was the craziest thing, okay? Because you remember back then she was engaged. She was either engaged or about to be engaged
Oh,
to
to A
A-Rod.
Rod.
Are you frozen again? Oh, you were there. You were there. I see there. Okay.
Oh, you
Yeah.
froze. Yeah. Oh, we're
They
back. We're back. Yeah. A Rod to A Rod. Like she was
okay.
engaged to A Rod. Yeah.
Yeah. So get a load of this. She basically has eliminated, he's not even in it. Like all these things where I remember seeing on their Instagram that they were together. He was like her hype man and he would take pictures behind the scenes of her like practicing or on the Golden Globes or the awards. You don't see him. They
Yep.
took him out. Like I'm like,
Oh,
go
geez.
J Lo. That's what I'm talking about. I love that they had enough footage for it to feel complete, and he's not even in there. Yes,
With in it. Oh my
there.
God, that's
There's
brilliant.
like two
How
quick
much footage
scenes.
did they have for that?
Seriously, there's like two quick scenes. One scene where they're talking about her dating life, and they show them coming out of a vehicle or really fast, and then I read there was another scene, but I didn't see it. The Golden Globes, it was blurry. I didn't see it. So like even like her getting ready to go and all these things where he was there and he was in the car, you don't see him. I'm like, girl, I am
Dude,
so proud of her. Like just a reminder that you can be a badass woman and yes, have a man by your side, but if he acts up and he ain't right, he can be eliminated and your story is just as strong if not stronger.
yes. Oh my God. Amen. That is like so important. I think, I was just talking to someone the other day about how like the generation before us or like our grandparents' generation, when they went to college, they didn't go to college to go to college. They went to college to find a husband, and how the life has
MRS
changed now
degree,
for us all in that like, yeah,
yeah.
MRS, what is, oh my God. I was like, what does
That's what
that
we called
mean?
it, Baylor. MRS degree.
That's amazing. Oh my God. I love that. I never,
Uh-huh.
that is so cool.
Real thing. Keep going though.
To
Yeah,
talk
that
about
it's
today, and
changed
then
now for
we've
sure.
managed to do it all on JLo because it's such a fascinating conversation. I really feel like we
Yeah,
only need
she's
one or
because
two
she's the
topics. Like
bomb.
we can talk about these things for like we can literally talk forever about
Yeah,
any one topic.
yeah, and if not, another one can come up. But we also had some great technical difficulties. I'm sorry, you're saying something. I missed it.
No, I'm now just gonna sit like this. I that's all I'm doing now.
And now we're frozen.
Hello.
I think this is our sign to go.
Yeah, I think the cosmic universe is telling us that it's our time to go. But you know what? We're gonna be back though next week. Yes, same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah, well, next week I think we can come. I won't be here next week, remember?
Oh, you're not gonna be
So
here next week.
I will be in Atlanta next week.
Well, we'll talk about it on a the
Oh my gosh.
we'll
Yeah.
talk on the chat. We'll talk on the chatty thing.